Hey, what's up, YouTube? Green Rhino Project. So this is going to be a video about carpet cleaning and tile cleaning. The reason why I say carpet cleaning and tile cleaning, well, I might as well just throw upholstery cleaning in it too. Okay, so how difficult is it? You know, I know guys are just starting up in the business and they're really paranoid, and I get it because I was there too. But how difficult is it? Is it really that complicated? Is it all about your solutions? Is it all about your tools? Or is it all about you? You. All right, guys, so just setting up for first job today. First job is gonna be a hotel lobby. We're gonna be doing some carpet cleaning, or actually some tile cleaning. I have my Viper out. I was gonna use this mostly for just agitation. And then we're gonna use the spinner back there and rinse and stuff. But to the point, is it your tools, chemistry, or is it just you? Think about it, guys. If you are just not a detail-oriented type of person, like you're not a real good cleaner. You know, if the carpet doesn't come out or get callbacks, 90% of the time it's going to be not because of your chemistry. It's going to be because of you. Okay? Listen, guys, keep it simple. Me, I use one pre-spray. I boost it with another for simple cleaning. Okay? Great reputation. I don't get callbacks. Very rarely do I get them. Very rarely. And you know why? It's not because of these, because I have a CRB. Makes me clean better. No, this makes it easier. I have a poor man CRB, which is just a broom scrubber, kind of like this one over here. The other one there, that's more of a deck brush. So that just fine too. It's just more manual labor. Okay, something like this. That isn't the reason why I got a great reputation. Yeah, it helps for returning customers. But as far as your carpets being clean and not getting callbacks, it's because of us as cleaners. Our technique, you know, how thorough are we? Can we tell if something looks dirty or not? Are we stopping to spot things? Maybe give something a little more attention, right? You know, we're going along with the wand, we're rinsing. We just keep going. There's something that's a little darker there, but instead of stopping and addressing it, we just keep going. Yeah, that's not going to get you a good reputation. Okay. You're not doing dry passes, longer dry times. That's our fault. Maybe the water pressure is too high, PSI is too high, so you're getting the carpets over wet when you don't need to. Equals longer dry times, equals wicking. Maybe you're not, when you're cleaning carpets, you're not going in a good pattern, right? You know, when we're mowing lawns and we either go back and front, everybody has a different technique, I think. You know, you can go back and forth like this, or you can go around and work your way in. Same with carpet cleaning. You know why? It's even more important in carpet cleaning, because if you miss a spot, you may not be able to tell why it's wet, but when it dries up, you're going to be able to tell. There's going to be a brown spot there. You're going to have to come back. Okay, whose fault is that? Is that the chemistry, or is it your fault? It's your fault. Okay. As far as how clean will that carpet get, and the solution junkies out there that, you know, I used to be, and I know most people are, even people that have been in it for years and years and years, still doing it. It ain't that complicated either, guys. It isn't. I use two carpet cleaning solutions. I use carpet details right here, and I boost. I got a booster. That's for hot water extraction. For low moisture, I use carpet details right there, and I boost. Angry Lemon. Great product. Great product. Want to know what that product is? Go ahead and ask me below in the video. Okay? I can tack any job with that. And keep it that simple, right? So if I get a call back, it's not because of this. It's because I messed up. I wasn't thorough. You know? Yeah, I wasn't acting like this job can get me fired. Think about when you start a job, right? And you just started a job at a company, and you're nervous, right? You don't know what you're doing. Maybe you lied a little bit on your application, said you knew more than you did. Whatever, right? But how nervous are you when you're in there, right? Most people that give a damn about anything, family and stuff like that, they're nervous, and they're trying to do as best as they can. Maybe overdoing things sometimes, but hey, that shows you care, and that's what your mindset should be like when it comes to your business and cleaning, right? So very, very, so for instance, I got a guy who's coming to do a ride along with me today. He's going to help me on a towel job, and he's got all the equipment and everything to go, but he's kind of stuck because the confidence, right? And that's good, because he doesn't want to make a bad reputation for himself from the get-go, so he needs to get some experience, and that's good. That's fine. Not necessary. I think that he's got enough education on his belt. He just needs to get in, just dive in and start doing it. But that's good, right? I can tell he's going to do a great job. He's going to do a great job, and therefore his reputation is going to be great. So, is it the chemistry? Is it the tools? Yes, tools make jobs easier, and it makes it quicker a lot of the times. All right, this flow zone right here, it's got 120 psi, so I can pre-spray through a house really quick rather than a little pump-up sprayer. That saves time, awesome, which equals money, because the longer you take on a job, the less money you make. Good vacuum back there. I got the Pro Team. It's wider, right? Works really good. I can vacuum through a house real quick. I can plug that thing in one end of the house and almost do the entire single family home. Okay, so saves time. I got this machine because it scrubs well. Doesn't have any wires on it, and it's less hassle, and it saves time, and it scrubs really well. But that little Namco right here can do the same job, but it's going to take longer. More of a hassle. Okay. Let's see here. That wand back there, it's a swivel wand. Yeah, it's a great wand, but not necessary to do a great job carpet cleaning and keep your reputation good. But it's just easier on me, going around corners and stuff like that. You can go under beds with it and stuff, the suction, and there, a little bit of scientific stuff when they make these things to help with dry times and stuff like that. But doing your dry passes, is gonna keep your reputation good. Remember what I was talking about, the poor man CRB? Right there, poor man CRB. You can pre-scrub with that, pre-spray and pre-scrub with that. Do a good job. And when you're rinsing, just make sure it rinses out well. All right? So most of the time, guys, if you got a bad reputation, it's because of you. If your van looks horrible, if you look like a construction worker when you walk in, your communication's bad, they open up your van and it's just a complete mess. Now, my van's usually pretty orderly. Could be a little better. But it's stuffed with stuff right now for my towel cleaning. But everything's clean and professional looking, all right? This other guy's got even way more professional than me, But yeah, that's gonna keep people calling you back too. So all that stuff is very important. So not only clean carpet, but you and the way you present your business and just your whole demeanor is really, really super important. All right. So I hope this helps out. You guys, if your van is looking really, really, really bad, get in there and clean it. Do it once a week. Pull everything out, clean it, organize, clean your tools. Shouldn't look like that, guys. If you're a cleaner, should not look like that. Okay. Those people are not going to call you back if they walk out and see your van looking awful. Right? Tools looking awful. Not the ones that you want, right? The customers you want are people that got a lot of money, take care of their stuff. They don't want you bringing in nasty equipment into their home, right? So getting ahead of your customers also, and that's going to help out too. Right, guys? So that's it for this one. I hope you guys like this content. It's about 10 minutes. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Helps with the algorithm. If you don't have anything to say, just put a 1 there. And if you guys want to know, if you guys want to learn about anything or any topic that you want me to go over, go ahead and put that below. All right. See you in the next one.